Wowee, my dudes and dudettes, I say, wowee. This game is actually very cool. I didn't really know what to expect from Lost Ark. I've been side-eyeing it for the last few years, just keeping an eye out on the release date, but I didn't read too much into it. I didn't want to hype the game up too much in my own mind to then be disappointed when the game inevitably doesn't live up to my imaginary expectations. But now that I've played it, honestly, I think I could have hyped myself way more, because as it turns out, the game is actually very good. How good? Well, let's just say it like this. I can't remember the last time I got into an online game where the chat wasn't exclusively populated by people complaining about said game. It's always boo developers this, boo developers that. But in Lost Ark you have like an actual MMO chat, like in the good old days, you know? You can ask literally anything in the chat and the answer is either gonna be your mum or Alt F4, and at least on the European servers there is a never-ending argument on which language should be used in the chat, with loads of people from different countries calling each other names. It's wonderful. So yeah, it seems that people are having so much fun in the game they kind of forgot to complain about it in chat. So what is Lost Ark about? Well, I would describe it as an MMO ARPG. It looks and plays like an ARPG, but it has the structure of a theme park MMO. It's a Korean game though, so the design is a little bit different to Western style MMOs. And I very much welcome that actually, because lately I haven't been enjoying any Western style MMOs because of their catch-up systems. They just don't respect your time at all. You're far better off just waiting for the catch-up system than actually doing current content, it seems. Now, I'm not saying that catch-up universally is bad. You don't want to be 3 years behind someone and never be able to catch up to them, but the way Western MMOs do it just feels cheap. It's the reason why I stopped playing WoW. There was no reason to do anything because everyone would get it for free after a month. Now, I of course don't know much about Lost Ark yet because I didn't want to read too much into it, but from what I've played, I've enjoyed it immensely. I can't remember the last time I've enjoyed myself this much while playing a game. And I mean that, honestly, when I play, I'm just having fun. There is nothing to complain about, the game is just awesome. Now, at the moment, the game has 5 main classes to choose from: the warrior, martial artist, gunner, mage, and assassin, and those split into sort of subclasses of their own. So in reality, there are actually 15 classes because the subclasses are all very different from one another. Now, I personally ended up playing the Paladin, which is kind of like a hybrid melee damage and support, but it wasn't my initial pick. I originally wanted to play the Bard, which is a range support, but that one looked a little bit too passive when I tried it out, so I ended up not choosing that. After that, I tried the Artillerist and the Gun Lancer, both of them pretty beefy, but they were a little bit too slow for me, and eventually I landed on the Paladin, which I'm enjoying very much. The idea behind Paladin, from what I can tell right now, is that you do okay DPS at best, but you provide damage buffs for your party, damage debuffs for the enemies, and you have shields and healing to protect your party as well. And that, as far as group content goes, it's just right up my alley. Though I've heard that there is a summoner class in there somewhere, so that might release later, and if it does, I will definitely try that out because I love me some minions. Now, so far, the game has exceeded my expectations in pretty much every way imaginable. It looks better than I thought it would, it sounds better than I thought it would, the combat is better than I thought it would be, and the level design and the dungeons and the bosses are better than I thought they would be. It's also far more story heavy than I thought it would be. I expected sort of like a grindathon, but no, you level almost exclusively by doing quests and dungeons. The quests are also very good at introducing all the new things. I was a little bit worried that since the game has already been live for a while in Korea and Russia, they would sort of dump it all at you at once, but no, they stagger it out very nicely. I think there's a reason why this game is growing more and more popular, and not just because of the Western release. This game has been growing in Korea and Russia as well. And that's rare for an MMO, because MMOs have been slowly dying down over the last few years. So seeing an MMO actually grow is immensely cool. It seems that this is one of those games where you can actually believe the hype because it's just that good. It is super fun, and I've only just scratched the surface of it. I haven't done any of the really cool things that I've heard other people talk about. I'm enjoying it so much, I'm uploading it to the main channel. Do you have any idea how many subscribers I lose every time I don't upload Warframe? That's how much I like this game. Oh yeah, by the way, this video this video is not sponsored, okay? Now, one of the things that I enjoy about Korean style games is how many different ways to power up your character there are. You don't just get better gear, there's a ton of stuff you can do to make yourself beefier, or hit harder, or whatever. And from what I can tell, Lost Ark has loads of this. There are so many different things you can do to make yourself stronger, and I love that. And the collectibles. Oh, the collectibles, yes. Oh, I love collectibles. I love running around collecting seeds. or collecting cards and putting them into card decks, or collecting literally anything, because why wouldn't you? You can collect everything, like all the things, just collect them all. It really tickles my fancy. But the thing that I personally enjoy the most are dungeons. I love running hard mode dungeons with other people. It's just really fun, and doing the zone bosses. The zone bosses are super cool. They have a ton of health, they do crazy damage, but they also drop good stuff. And mind you, I'm still in the early game and this stuff is already like super duper cool. I can only imagine how cool the endgame stuff is. So yeah, I love this game. If you think it looks cool, you should definitely give it a try. It's free to play and it's on Steam. So yeah, why not? Just go give it a try. There's no reason not to. And that's pretty much it for the video. So I thank you very much for watching as always, guys. Let me know if you'd like more Lost Ark stuff in the comment section down below, because I think I'm going to be playing this game a lot in the foreseeable future. So maybe we do some builds, some dungeon runs, maybe some shenanigans and all that. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.